Well, folks, today's news has been totally dominated by JURGEN Klopp. Today's news on here for me is as well, this is the fourth short video on him, and this will be the last. There won't be any more this weekend on him neither. There's no reason to be. But I've done three already, a couple tongue-in-cheek. This one is really serious. And it's just really to say, I mean, I've always looked at Klopp as being a class act, and I've seen the press conference earlier. I've seen it in about 4 different segments today because I've had the granddaughter in. She wouldn't let me watch it. For all, she's supposed to be a Liverpool fan. She's only 7. She thinks she's great, but she didn't want to know anything about it. She wanted her own stuff on the telly. So I've seen it in 4 segments, but I've just finished watching it now at sort of 7:30, and I thought, the man is just brilliant. He's going to be an absolutely massive loss to the Premier League. He really is. I think he's a star. I've always thought he was a star, but press conference today, brilliant. He will be a sad loss. Be a sad loss for Liverpool. As a United fan, I shouldn't be saying any of this, and as a United fan, one part of me is happy he's gone, because it makes our job and many other teams' jobs in that league a lot easier, without a shadow of a doubt. As I say, at this moment for me in world football, there's only 2 managers that stand head and shoulders above the rest, and that would be him and Pep. It really would. And I think he was building something again this year, Guardiola. You know, he's going to leave a cracking legacy for somebody if they can keep the team together and carry on the way he's been managing them. But no, just a really, really good press conference. I was tickled up by the Alex Ferguson bit when he said to the reporter he didn't know Fergie left at one time and then backtracked. And I thought, I don't think you're making it up. I really don't think you know, because it happened before Klopp came into the country, and I don't think he did know. Another couple of things he said I thought were very pertinent and very spot on. And I've realised now why he's left, and I mean, they'll be picking over the bones of it all this weekend and early next week on your Talk Sports and what have you. But I do believe everything he's saying. I do believe at the start of the season he was ready to go for another couple of years. I do believe he was fine with it, and then he's just hit a wall where he's thought, do I want 2 or 3 more years of this non-stop pressure, non-stop mither, non-stop work, or do I want a break? And I think he's realised he's wanted and needed a break without realising it, and it's just hit him, bang, just like that. And I know from experience myself, for 15 or 20 years, I had something that was very similar. When I say that, the kind of pressure he's under, but probably even more. Because although he's got the expectancy of all the fans and everybody else in the media on him, he's still got a great, great job with a fantastic club who are normally successful or have a modicum of success, and he's getting extremely well paid for it. I was doing something for just me with my own business, and not having the eyes of the world looking on me. But the hours I was put in were criminal, and some weeks, from week to week, it was really, really difficult to survive. Some weeks were great, many weeks weren't, and I never had somebody giving me massive checks at the end of every month like you're going to be getting. So in many respects it was at least as bad, or maybe even worse. But I do know what he means about getting off that treadmill and having a break. Sadly I didn't get one till a lot later, but I think he's doing the right thing. And then I thought to myself, I don't know, could he not have? No, he couldn't have. But I thought to myself, the other world leader at the moment managerially is Guardiola. And if we think on, has he had 2, 3 sabbaticals over the last sort of 15, 20 years? I think Guardiola's been at it as long as Klopp, or even longer. But he's managed to work at great clubs, have great success, walk away and take 8, 10, 12, 18 months off, regenerate and then start again. Guardiola's never had that option. And he's done 9 solid years at Liverpool. And when he mentioned press conferences today, he actually said, I like you all. I've got no problem with you all. He said, but I do 5 press conferences a week. I might have a Sunday game, a Wednesday game, a Saturday game. And in there, I've got to have 5 or 6 live conferences every week. I'm on the training pitch all times. We do loads of work in the boardroom that you don't see. What with signings and with contracts and with this and with that. I'm pulled apart, stretched here, stretched there, stretched everywhere. I have loads of help. It's not only me, I have loads of help. He said, but I have all that you don't see, and all that pressure and all that mither, and then I've got to repay for press conferences. And he's probably doing 10, 12, 14 hour days. He probably is, maybe 6 days a week, and it will wear on you. You know, and he's not a young man anymore. He's not old by any means, but he's not a young man anymore. And I get where he's coming from. I just thought to myself, he'll probably be, because I think he said, and I think I missed this, but I think the gist of it is, I think he said he's going to have about a year off. I know he said he won't manage in England ever again if it's Liverpool only. which is sad. I mean, I would have thought that. I wouldn't have thought he'd manage for anybody else, but I just think if he doesn't come back and manage Liverpool, and those things happen very, very rarely, but they have been known to happen, if he doesn't come back and manage Liverpool, he's lost to the Premier League, and it's a shame. It is. He's lost to the country because I like him. For all he manages the enemy, I like him. Mind you, I'd have him after Southgate. People have mentioned Mourinho before. I'd have Klopp managing England, no problem, German or not. I don't care where you come from if you're good at what you do, because nowadays they don't tend to pick just English managers. In fact, they don't tend to pick English managers as a rule. You know, they go for managers from anywhere. I'd have Klopp before most anybody. I think he'd do a great job for us. I really, really do. We play attractive football. He'd get the best out of people. His tactics and everything else is great. His man management is great. He can G people up. He can kick them in the old ghoulies if they need it, or knee them in there. He can do it all. I'd have him managing England, no problem at all. But no, I just think it's a sad loss. And I just thought the press conference was spot on. As I said, the upshot of this, at the start of this message, I said it, class act, and that's all I get from it. Class act, a top-notch press conference. And as I say, just sad to see the back of him. As I say, great for a lot of teams in the Premier League, my own Man United included. But just very sad. You don't want the best in class to leave our league, and that's what's happening with Klopp, as it did many years ago with your Ronaldos when he first went to Madrid. You know, you don't want the superstars of football, be it players or managers, to go. You don't want to be lost, because this is the best league in the world, there's no doubt about it. But it's also the most demanding league in the world, and I think that is finally what weighed on Klopp. I think he'll go to another top team in another country and have a lot less hassle and mither than you get over here. I really do. Anyway, that's it from me. That's for today about Jurgen. An honest one, without any jokes in there, or no taking the mick or whatever else. Just honest, and that's just the way I see it anyway. That's my opinion.